The character illustration. The objective of this project was to create an illustration of an endangered species to help raise money for the World Wildlife Foundation. The expression of the character was to be cute, cheerful, and engaging to parents and children. I chose to do the baby eastern lowland gorilla. We learned about facial expressions and anthropomorphism. This really helped me to create a character that is cute and cheerful with human-like characteristics. We also took the time to thoroughly research our species to help gain insight of ways to present the species in a cultural way. It was also helpful to get feedback from peers every step of the way. I chose this project because I learned so much about character illustration in the process, and also because I learned some cool new tools in Adobe Illustrator. The tools I enjoyed using during this project were the knife tool, the blob brush tool, and the live paint bucket tool. This is what my final gorilla looked like when I turned it in. After some constructive criticism, this is what it looks like now. The custom hang tag. The objective of this project was to create a custom die line hang tag for the character illustration. The purpose of the hang tag was to share information about the species and to present a call to action to consumers, all while showing the species' cultural motif. During this project, we learned about custom and standard die cuts. It was interesting to see the different packaging items and how custom die cuts made the packaging much more interesting. Learning about die cuts was probably the most valuable thing I learned with this project. Another highlight of this project was learning about Miss Evans' top 10 typographic pet peeves. Throughout Miss Evans' instructional video, I learned about 10 common typographic mistakes beginner level designers make. Most importantly, I learned she has an amazing commercial voice.
Miss Evans' top 10 typographic pet peeves.
Aside from that, learning about tabs in InDesign and Illustrator was very helpful, and I use them all the time now. Font self. The objective of this project was to create a handwritten font through the software Font Self. The font was to be organic and could be all caps, all lowercase, or both. We used Adobe Capture to capture our handwritten font and made it into a shape in Illustrator. This made it easier than retracing all the letters with the pen tool. Adobe Capture allows people to create vector shapes, patterns, color schemes, and more. Both FontSelf and Adobe Capture are amazing tools that can be very useful for designers in many ways. The last step in this project was to create a spec sheet for our font. This would be displayed for consumers to see what the font entailed. I chose to name my font Shark Bubbles because the font consisted of bubble letters with sharp edges.